I guess I never imagined loving a cabin so much.
The birds fly south as the light leaves your eyes. Hold on.
At first, to me, it seems materialistic, but I truly love it here. I love this cabin. I love the imperfect windows. I love the orangish yellow stain on the outside of the cabin that I never thought that I could love. I love the wild raspberries and blueberries around the cabin, the animals. I love all of the little lessons that we have learned together at the cabin, and I even enjoy the little leg on the wood stove that we had repaired after it broke on accident when we brought the stove out here to the cabin. It was kind of a treacherous journey. Every square inch of this cabin is steeped in memories, and it's something extra special about building our own small place that I didn't think about ahead of time. We get all these like pre-cabin memories to go along with the lifetime of the cabin itself once it's finished. I've always honestly dreamed of having a cabin on a lake with a little canoe down by the water ready to go, but this cabin here in the woods is just magical. I wouldn't trade it for a lake, unless it was maybe a private lake. But I love the solitary feel of being here. I love that we're surrounded by trees that give us shade and keep it cool here, even in the really hot days of summer. I enjoy watching deer out the windows and on our game camera around the cabin, and hearing and seeing the little critters running around outside. The sound of the birds, the sound of the crickets, the sound of the frogs in the swamp. There's so much more than just things to do at the cabin. It is the sounds and the smell of the leaves in the fall. Today it's a summer day and it's not as hot as it has been, so it's really nice. This time at the cabin, I'm alone. I came here as a solo trip and I have a few projects I'm going to be working on, but tonight I got here in the evening, so I spent some time relaxing. I've really been able to have some time to reflect and sit and do yoga. It's been so nice. I also prepared a delicious dinner, probably one of my favorite meals. It's a lentil and rice meal that has veggies and kale, garlic, ginger, lemon, just so many good flavors in it. And I really wanted to have that tonight at the cabin. I haven't made that here before. However, I did all of the preparation for the meal and did all of the work that kind of goes behind setting up this meal. And then I was honest with myself. I'm truly not really hungry. I wanted to have the meal and I wanted to do that tonight, but I did have a late lunch and I did pause after preparing all of the food to be cooked and decided to wait and maybe have it for lunch tomorrow. It's all easily prepared, so it'll be nice while I'm working tomorrow. I'm just not hungry. I never told you this. Last time we were here at the cabin, we didn't film We don't do that very often where we come to the cabin and just don't film what we're doing for the weekend or the week, but we did that and we did make some progress on the cabin, so I'll have to show you that tomorrow too. Also, the bird feeders, update on the bird feeders. There was something getting into the bird feeders and destroying or messing with our bird feeders. A lot of people in the comments thought it was for sure a bear. I had a bear maybe in the back of my mind, but I was thinking raccoon. I put up the game camera to watch the bird feeders to see what happened, and I'm pretty sure it's squirrels. I'll insert the footage here of the squirrels that were tampering with the bird feeders, and also I saw footage of a Bambi, so that was cute. Don't mind all of the stuff under the cabin in the footage. Also, the other thing, there were some people who commented about the bird feeders saying that they typically only feed the birds in the winter to avoid pests and bears eating the food. Also, a lot of times birds just have enough food in the summer. They don't need the extra bird food. I kind of resonate with that, and I think that makes sense. I've heard that before, but I was really excited about bird feeders, and I've never actually put up or built a bird feeder before, so I had a lot of excitement about it. However, I will likely wait until winter to really get into the bird feeder stuff. And by really get into it, I mean just fill the bird feeders we already have. So when I went to bed, I could hear what I believe to be a squirrel crawling around in the fascia and soffit of the cabin. Last night I slept very well. I woke up a couple times because there's definitely a creature living in, I think, the fascia and soffit piece of the cabin. And I could hear it scurrying in its little pitter-patter footsteps. Like, not that little, not mouse little, but maybe like giant gray squirrel little. I don't know, it seemed really loud, but animals always sound loud when you're at a cabin alone. And I don't know, maybe like the biggest it could have been was a raccoon, but maybe a squirrel. We get a bunch of comments on our YouTube channel about how we need to take care of the critter and close up the cabin pieces and stuff. And we definitely agree. It's coming along so nicely. I am impressed with myself. I really like how it's going. The bottom 4x4s here are green treated lumber so that it doesn't rot being on the ground. And then these boards are, these guys, they are trim pieces that we had received for the trim on the outside of the cabin, but a lot of them are kind of grayish blue and we don't love that for the look on the outside of the cabin, so I'm repurposing them, sanded them down, and using them for the floor for the outdoor shower. When we have been showering out here, it has been on the leaves, which honestly isn't as weird as you'd think it would be to shower standing in leaves on the ground. It's actually kind of nice, but this will be better for sure. We need 3 more boards, so I picked out 3 boards to cut and sand and install, and then I think the shower floor will be done. Now that's satisfying. I skipped the rice for this meal because I didn't have 3 burners and it would have taken extra long to do rice and then lentils at the same time. And then once the rice was done, start the veggies. So I just did the veggies and lentils, and this is the first time I've done that, and it's honestly really, really good.